Hey, it's Seabass here with Step by Step. We are the Smooth Hat Gang right here.
Oh, yeah.
Smooth Hats, right?
Smooth all the way.
Yeah. We got my man Don Campbell. How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. I'm having a ball. I'm here on
Yeah.
Hip Hop International with all the dancers from all over the world. 47 countries here today.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Hey, man, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
What's it like just to be able to see the influence that you've had in all these countries with locking?
Hey, man, it's like being on top of the world. You know, just you see kids and you can touch them and they touch your back and you can you know like that. I've been traveling all over the world and I mean, you know, it's funny. I seem like I've been treated more fair around the other countries than my own country sometimes. But that's just the way it lays. You know, dancing has a way of connecting everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We were talking earlier just about the individuality of locking and the fundamentals, and you were just saying how important it is just to be who you are.
Well, you can't. Nobody can beat you being
Right.
yourself.
Exactly.
You got to remember, and the best, and there's another thing about that. The best is sometimes when you learn other people's dances or their style, it's all right to learn the basics.
Yeah.
But after that, you got to put yourself. You got to instill yourself into it. That means your character, the way you are, your style, dance. If you have some way of swinging and changing it a little bit, it's all right because that's who you are. You know, nobody's gonna outdo you being you.
Right.
That's why I said. So when you being you, you feel like you're doing your best.
Yeah. Now, we talked about this last year. When locking just first happened with you were in a performance, right? You're just freestyling.
Well, I was just doing my thing. I call it, dancing.
Yeah.
And what, like I said, when people ask me, say, how would you make it up? When you dance, if something come out, it's you. It's the way you are.
Right.
Your own personality. I never thought, when the first time, I'll give you a perfect example. A lock and move, most of the people, when they say point. When I first did that, I was on the dance floor and a girl was mocking me. She was mocking me, looking at me and laughing at me. So when I was near her, I locked my hands up and I pointed. I did like this, I pointed. She jumped. And everybody in the crowd started laughing. So I started pointing at everybody. That's how that came about. But that's creativity. That's what new steps come from. People always talking about doing something wrong or copying. Forget that thing. When you're on the dance floor, you going. If you're in a dance contest, you're going to win. And I'll use anything and all I can feel to win. There's nothing wrong with that. All things, new things become old things the next day. And you just got to keep going. And stop listening to other people tell you what you can't do and what you can. You got to be who you are. Don't worry about nobody else. You got to stay positive, but you got to believe. When you get up on that stage, you got to believe you belong there. If you feel you belong, that's the first thing. You got to believe I belong on stage. If you believe that, you'll start acting that way. You start being that way. And that's how you become who you are. Don't worry about nobody. Don't worry about the next guy. And don't worry about messing up. When you're young, you're going to be messing up all your life. That's why you don't worry about it. Don't worry about those little mistakes. If you can make it 20 years after that, then you can, everybody expect you to mess up then. And and that's, you don't worry about that. I never worry about what I did yesterday. I worry about what I'm gonna do tomorrow, what I'm gonna keep going.
Right.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example. A person asked me, said, what if you see another guy doing your steps? I said, don't worry about what I've done. I'm gonna be coming up with some new stuff. If you're a creative person, you keep changing. You're evolving to what? It's not where you start in life, it's where you finish. At the end, that's where you end up at. That's when somebody's talking about it, say, hey, Don Campbell, this. I mean, a lot of people don't know. When I first started, I was laughed at. I mean, I was the typical nerd, you would say. Laughing, hey, what's that, what you doing? And then 10 years later, they start copying me. And now then, my buddy, everybody patting you on the back. But I remember the laugh, when they're laughing and being shamed or shy. You don't worry about it. You got to believe that, I ain't worrying about it. I enjoy dancing. I enjoy getting up. Yeah. And if you stay positive with it, who knows? You could be the next Don Campbell.